guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and if you're new here, hello. My name is Ashley. I run things here at OCroGal, and I'm so excited to bring you guys this video today. If you've been here at OCroGal for a while, you know that recipe videos are kind of few and far between. I've attempted to get my act together multiple times and be more diligent about creating recipes, recreating recipes, and it just hasn't really happened. And this was a perfect opportunity, I felt like, to share with y'all easy keto go-to recipes that I use all the time. This video is a collab video with Jordan. Her channel name is Jordan Lene Broadwell. I will link it down below, and I will link her video in the cards as well. And she actually reached out to me asking if I would be willing to do a collab, which I said of course, and we kind of went back and forth for a while trying to decide what we wanted this video to be about, and we decided to commit to a recipe video, and I just think it's great. I think it's a great idea. I think it's neat to kind of see, what she is going to create, what I have chose to create and show you guys. Her channel is not keto. She did like a kind of a keto challenge. Now she's transitioning to more low carb, and she's kind of going in the direction of like a lifestyle channel. She's pretty new to YouTube, so definitely go show her some love. And again, she's still doing like low carb and has said that she's going to be posting keto recipes, even though she's not doing strictly keto anymore. So she's definitely worth going to check out. So definitely go check out her channel once you're done watching this video. The last thing I want to say as a disclaimer before the recipes start rolling is that this was my first time ever doing a voiceover, ever. I literally had to Google how to do a voiceover in iMovie. Like, I had no idea how, so please be kind, please be nice. And it actually, I was telling Jordan, like, this challenged me and I really enjoyed it. Number one, we're doing recipes, which I'm not really that used to doing, and number two, it forced me to learn something new, how to do a voiceover. So practice makes perfect. I will keep practicing, but just like, please be nice in the comments. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys love it. Here are my 3 easy breakfast, lunch, and dinner keto recipes. All right, y'all, up first is breakfast, and we're making an inside-out omelet today. I love this recipe. It's so easy. You barely need any ingredients, and it's so easy to make. It's also very versatile. Today, I'm gonna be using some Italian seasoning, a pinch of salt, pepper jack cheese, and 1 egg. You can use any type of seasoning you want. You can leave the seasoning out. You can use any type of cheese you want. You can also use more than 1 egg if you desire, but this is what we need for our recipe today. First thing I'm gonna do is heat a nonstick pan over medium heat. Next, I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of cheese. Like I said, in this case, we're using pepper jack. I'm gonna kind of just push it around the pan a little bit, get it in somewhat of a circle shape, and I'm gonna wait for it to bubble before I do my next step. All right, our cheese is bubbling, as you can see, so I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Italian seasoning, just sprinkle some of that on the cheese. Y'all, the cheese has been in the pan for like a minute. I mean, this recipe is slam dunk, so quick, so easy. We're gonna let it bubble a smidge longer, and then we're gonna add our egg. I can tell my edges are starting to brown a little bit, so I'm gonna add my 1 egg as dead center as you possibly can onto the cheese. It's not the end of the world. You can see mine is kind of going out to the outer edges, not a big deal. Add my pinch of salt, and then I'm just gonna let this cook, let it simmer. After checking the bottom of my cheese a couple times, I can see that it's getting to the type of hardness that I want, the crispness that I want, but the top of my egg is still really runny. So before I fold it over, make it into an actual omelet, I throw on the lid just to kind of set the top part of the egg, and then we will be ready to fold over and flip it. After having the lid on for 45 seconds, I can tell my egg is done to a consistency that I want. So I'm gonna go ahead and very carefully fold this over. Now again, I'm using a nonstick pan. I did not grease this pan, but if you are not using nonstick, grease your life away because it'll make it a lot easier to do this part of folding and then flipping. Alright y'all, here is our finished product, our super easy peasy inside out omelet. You will not be disappointed by this easy keto breakfast recipe. Alright friends, it's lunchtime and we are making a chicken enchilada casserole. Alright, so you're going to need 2 tablespoons of butter, some diced onion, as well as 1 diced green bell pepper, shredded rotisserie chicken. We have chili powder, cumin, garlic powder, 1.5 cups of sour cream, 8 ounces of green chilies, some shredded Mexican cheese, 15 ounces of enchilada sauce, and then some cilantro and green onion to top. First thing you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 450 and get a nice 9x13 pan greased and ready to go. Next, you're going to melt your butter in a pan over medium heat and promptly add your green bell pepper and your onions and cook until they're caramelized. Once caramelized, you're going to take your bowl of shredded rotisserie chicken and add the veggies to that, as well as your spices, your green chilies, your 1.5 cups of sour cream, and your cheese. Stir to combine, and this is what you're going to have to put in your greased 9x13. Alright y'all, so now I have my chicken mixture pressed into my 9x13. I'm going to add my 15 ounces of enchilada sauce. Now I will say, using 15 ounces makes the consistency of this recipe very liquidy. I like it that way. But if you want actual like slabs of a casserole that you can really cut into squares, use less enchilada sauce. I kind of prefer that it's a little soupy. So I added my 15 ounces. Next, I'm going to add the remainder of my cheese so it is delicious and cheesy. All right, let's pop it in our 450-degree oven. And set our timer for 20 minutes. Last step is portioning it out. I have all of my Tupperwares ready to go for lunches for the week. This recipe really holds up. It also freezes well. It's easy. It's easier that it's meal prepped for you so that you don't have to worry about what you're going to have for lunch that day. And it's just a great tried and true recipe. On to Fathead pizza for dinner. You need a large bowl. This is everything we need for the actual dough. 1.5 cups of mozzarella, 2 tablespoons cream cheese, 3/4 cup almond flour, and an egg. These are all my toppings. I'm using a little bit more mozzarella, some sliced black olives, pepperoni, and then some Prego marinara as my pizza sauce. You also need parchment paper. You need this. All right, I have my cookie sheet and parchment ready to go. I'm gonna preheat my oven to 425. Next, I'm going to take my large microwavable bowl and combine my mozzarella cheese along with the 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. I'm gonna put that in the microwave for 45 seconds. After 45 seconds, I will take it out, stir it up, kind of just get everything incorporated, ready to go back into the microwave again for another 45 seconds. Next, you're just going to keep mixing. After the timer goes off on the microwave for your second round of 45 seconds, you're going to mix and make sure the cream cheese is fully incorporated with the mozzarella. Now that the almond flour and the egg are both incorporated into our dough, we're going to take it and put it on our cookie sheet, which already has parchment on it. Layer another piece of parchment and roll, roll, roll. Here's the finished product after being rolled. We're then going to poke a gazillion holes into this. This prevents it from bubbling up because it is cheese. It's natural for it to bubble when it goes in the oven, so I'm just poking away. Once I'm done poking all those holes, I'm going to toss it in my oven for 6 minutes. I've taken it out after the 6 minutes and I'm gonna poke more holes. You can see it's starting to crisp, it's starting to get a little brown, and again, the holes is to just continually prevent it from not bubbling. So I'm gonna poke some more holes, toss it back in the oven, and set my timer for another 6 minutes. All right, here is what we have after 12 minutes of being in the oven. Next, we're going to add all of our toppings. First up is the marinara, then our mozzarella, pepperoni, black olives, and some grated parm. Once your toppings are loaded, throw it back in the oven for about another 8 minutes. And here's our finished product, delicious and so simple. I hope you guys enjoyed these 3 easy keto recipes.